Hi again, today we're going to change the oil on the Mercedes A-Class. I have the 1.9 benzene engine. The stuff we're going to need: new screw with the new washer, new filter, the oil, whatever oil recommended in your place, a long socket extension, 27mm for the oil filter cap, and the wrench for it. It can be also with the joint to avoid any entrapment on the housing of the air filter. This is for the oil drain plug, which is 13mm socket, draining pan, and the rest we're gonna continue from beneath the car. The drain plug is on the passenger side. There are no trays, no cover plates, so you just can remove it immediately. I'm gonna do other stuff in the engine, so I'm gonna guide you through the oil filter cap later. Let's take a look where's the drain plug is. This is the passenger side. Yeah, so this is the drain plug in the middle. It's 13mm socket. I'm gonna put the drain pan and open it slowly, careful for the hot oil, and better to use gloves. Of course, we'll make sure that the car is secured on the ramps and the anti-roll block. And just in case, if you want to put tire beneath the car, you will see it in my other videos how to jack up this car. It will be obvious. From the engine compartment, just the oil filter, which is very deep, located very down there, so it's 27mm socket. So I'll start by removing the oil cap to make the pressure off and allow all the oil to drain in, and it's better also to unscrew the oil filter cap, since I'm going to change the oil filters, also the drain. So now you can see why I use the movable hinge here at the end, because it's very deep, and I will be, if I use the rigid one extension, it will be hitting the air filter housing, so I don't want to thread the oil filter cap wrongly. So I'll use this one, see how deep it is, and unscrew the oil filter cap slowly until I can take it out without hitting any other stuff. Pause. So here, after I unplug the, it's gonna go vice versa, but whatever. Keep the pressure on the screw and prepare your pan here. And once you feel it's out, you remove it very fast because the oil is very hot. Okay. That's it. And keep controlling where the oil is flowing so it doesn't run the floor. And leave it to drain. And always keep your stuff in clean place. This is the screw and this is the oil filter, which I'm going to change. I'll keep the old screw until I make sure that the new screw fits good. Don't throw such stuff until you finish your job. Of course, we have, before this job, to make the engine running and reach the normal temperature, so it will make the flow of the oil much easier. For the oil filter, I'm gonna change the rubbers, the big one, sealing rubber, which is here, and the small one. I recommend using something like this. It's like needle, bended needle. I always use it when I change the oil filter seals. So I'm gonna show you. Just go beneath the rubber and take it out. It won't injure you, because if you use small flat screwdriver, it will hurt you or end up in injury. So this is the best way. Just put it and take it out and install the new ones. Always, before installing the new ones, make sure you lubricate them with the old oil and fit up the new oil filter. So now the old ones are off, putting the new ones, and I use the oil from the oil filter to lubricate them. Just go around them until they are like fully covered good, so it will seal better. Now I'm just gonna change for the oil to drain good. I'm gonna install the oil filter itself. Doesn't matter which side is up, but whatever the writing is up, but it's same. It's gonna be the same. Yeah? So put it inside and start by installing the oil filter back using the extensions I described in the beginning. Just one note: make sure that you push the oil filter the whole way inside. Okay, don't leave it like sticking out. It should look like this. Okay. So now after install the oil filter cap manually, I'm gonna use my torque wrench set up for 25 Newton meter, because this is standard for almost all Mercedes and BMW, the torque strength for the oil filter cap. And I'm gonna just tighten it up and be ready to put the oil drain plug and fill up my oil. So now I'm almost reaching the torque strength and I can torque it easy. Sorry for the noise in the backyard because the grandmother keep talking, she never shut up. So now I think I reached the torque. You see how it doesn't move to give you the sound, which means I reached the designated torque which I need. So the filler cap is installed. I have to move to the oil drain plug now. So now I'm gonna use my torque wrench because we're gonna torque the screw in specified torque. I'm gonna prepare my oil drain plug, new one with the washer, and we'll continue. So now the drain plug also 25 Newton meter. This is the torque designated for it. So it's set up same like the oil filter. Just prepare this and go in. Again, I put it manually. The new drain plug. I put it manually until it's tight. Now I'm going to torque it with the wrench, and this will finish the job beneath the car. So now I'm done. Make sure you clean all around, because you're gonna check your car later for if it's leaking oil or something like that. Just make sure that you clean all the oil away. Now it's time to fill up the oil. According to Mercedes, usually they use from 530 up to 520. It's up to your like atmospheric conditions in the area you live. Recommended oil amount now after changing the filter is 4.5 liters. Better to fill up little or less than quarter liter, just in case, because less oil is much better than more. So just in case, try to make it, let's say 4.3 liter, and you can measure your oil later. This is what I recommend. The recommended is 4.5, but I will always put less and I will add more later after I start up the engine and take it in a small ride. So now we just fill up the oil. As I said, I'm gonna put less than the 4.5 recommended amount after changing the oil filter, because I like always to control the amount of oil and drive the car for a while and see. Better to have less than more. And this will conclude changing oil and oil filter for the Mercedes Ace class. Thank you. Hope you like it. Subscribe and see you in other videos. Bye bye.